What's up, everybody? So today we're gonna check out this little clip called "Don't Drop Weights in the Gym." Now, judging by the thumbnail there, it seems like the PE teacher was a little pissed off for whatever reason. I guess something went wrong on the weights. But I got a good feeling though, knowing how PE teachers are. Not all of them, but I know a few. Looks like it's gonna be rely on the teacher. Like it's gonna be like the teacher's fault. So, but before we jump into conclusion and watch this video, if you have not done so, make sure you all subscribe to the channel so that way I can provide more content for you guys. And remember, make sure you keep that notification bell on so that way you don't miss any videos that I upload. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we go ahead and check this video out, shall we?
This is the dumbest video I've ever seen. This guy is being spotted by his PE teacher, and what a wholesome moment it could be. The older generation teaching the younglings about health and
Like
fitness.
the best thing in the, one of the best things in the world.
Of a bar, teacher doesn't pay attention, the weights fall off because she didn't put clips on, slams the bar, and there is the clip. A heavy-duty 2.5 kg clip placed nicely above the head of the guy who did nothing wrong. Commence aggressive pointing.
Yeah.
These guys luckily seem to have a laugh about it because they know their teacher.
That's the PE teacher's fault.
First introduction to working out.
That's the PE teacher's fault, for sure.
Going back to the gym because you think people.
But I got a feeling that kid, he probably isn't good. And he probably thought it was his fault. But that was, you know, I mean, mistakes happen here and there. You know, that kid shouldn't. There's no reason the kid should be, you know, getting kicked out at just because of the PE teacher's mistake. I mean, it's just pure stupid. You know, you can clearly see. You can see the, you know, the. I forgot what the thing is called. Fucking, I'm just gonna call it the holder, the bench press holder. You can see. You can clearly see it on the top corner there, and she forgot to put it. She put it in on where it needed to go, so that way when he was done with his set, he can go ahead and just put it back. You know what I mean? But obviously the PE teacher, she didn't see that, nor I don't think she knew that, or did she not notice that? I got a good feeling though, and I could be wrong. Hey, I mean, I don't know the PE teacher. I don't know. But it seems like to me like she didn't know that was coming to play. Or maybe she did, and if she did, then she probably forgot that she's supposed to do that. Because it was actually, as a spotter, it's your job to make sure that the bench press is put in properly. You know what I mean? Because something can go wrong with that guy, and God forbid this looks like it was like 100 pounds, 95 pounds or so. Imagine he was doing 225s, and the dude and this lady over here, you know, she wasn't paying attention and she forgot to put in the bench press holders, and then this happens. Oh my God. Woo. Boy, I could imagine what would have happened, man. Oh my God. Somebody would be in the hospital big time if that were to play. Listen, coming from a guy who's been in the gym or been working out, period, since 2013, so give it a take, I was like 15, 16 years old. I can understand, like, if a newbie if somebody were to get screamed at or shit because of shit like this, you know, I can't blame the newbies to feel like sorry for themselves, but like, damn, like I know I fucked up and shit, you know, because that's what they'll think in their head. But in reality, it's not the case. It was just a jackass that just wasn't paying attention. You know, a jackass who was supposed to be a spotter wasn't paying attention on what's occurring right now, and you know that you're supposed to make sure that the bench press is put in correctly. You know, that's what the spotter's for. The spotter is there to help you out, so when you're done with your set, you know, he can put it back in, and then when it's time to, you know, when it's time to do your set again, he helps you lift the bar off. You know, that's what a spotter does. So, you know, that's the teacher's fault. That's, in my opinion, it's the teacher's fault. You know what I mean? Oof. I'm sure that kid, after this video occurred, I'm sure that kid, he probably was shaking because he probably thought it was his fault. Because it looks like he's a newbie, you know what I mean? And then like he could be a newbie. Like it looks like this has to be like maybe high school-ish, high school, middle school. I could be wrong because they said PE teacher, so I'm thinking it's high school. You know what I mean? So listen, man, newbies out there, don't be afraid. Don't be, shit happens. Okay, shit happens. We all been through it. I've been through it. Listen, nobody, none of my family, none of my friends, nobody has ever taught me how to lift weights. Nobody. I had to learn it on my own. I had to learn it through trial and error and through research. Okay, so I can understand what newbies go through. And I could imagine like stuff like this, it would get inside their head thinking like, oh shit, like I messed up. This was my fault. The teacher's saying that it's my fault, so maybe it was. But clearly, when you look at the video, you know that, it's bullshit. That's her fault. That's her doing, not him. You know what I mean? Man. And another thing too is I could be wrong. Well, look, another thing is he can, there's a little key locks that you can put in on the bench press, right? These little keys, you just press it and you can put it on the side of the bench press. I don't know the right term of the word for it. I think it's called lock or something, lock bench or something like that. It's where like you just put the lock on each side of the bench, so that way the plates, the weight plates, they don't fall off in case of stuff like this happen. You know what I mean? It's there and it doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? So, if you guys need more clarification of that, let me know in the comment below. I'll put in the right term to it because I don't know, I don't remember exactly what's it called, but I do know like it's very helpful. Like I use it from time to time, especially when I first started doing bench press. That's what I started doing, So, oh man, fellas, newbies, ladies, stay safe in the gym, man. Stay safe and don't be bothered to ask for help. If you need somebody to spot you, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be, if you need to be spotted at, and don't be afraid to ask questions if you need it. If you got to, do it. You know what I mean? And, like I said, nothing beats it to trial and error, nothing beats it to, asking questions. Listen, say what you want, but I learned a lot from guys like Elliot Host and the Hodgkins. Say what you want about those guys, but you know what? Especially the Hodgkins. Hodgkins were the main people, the main reason why I wanted to hit the gym. They were the main reason why I wanted to stay fit, and I wanted to, I want to look good and, make some gains, as they say, making all kinds of gains. You know what I mean? So, don't stuff like this, don't let it get into your head. You know what I mean? Stuff happens and and a lot of times it's not always your fault. It's not always your fault, so, just take a couple steps back and reevaluate what your mistake was. You know what I mean? That's how I always do it. But I always do, if I know if I messed up, a lot of times I always take a couple steps back and kind of reevaluate of what I need to correct. Because not everybody has perfect form in this crisis. I mean, there'll be days where your form is a little off and stuff. So what you do is that on the next set, you just recorrect the form, properly, as much as you can, of course, and, it's not gonna be perfect, but you do the best that you can. So, that's all I gotta say, people, man. That PE teacher, I don't know if she has that much experience into weightlifting. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. I could be wrong. Because I know some PE teachers that do and don't. You know what I mean? Like I remember this female teacher, right? She was pretty. I mean, she was bad, man. She had some nice curves. She had, oh man, she was, oof. Anybody that's been to the same high school with me would know exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody that's been to high school with me knows exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I'm not gonna put name in there because I don't know if they want to be, you know, mentioned or anything like that. But all I'm gonna say is, man, I mean, she had glutes, she had quads, she had some nice quads, man. I mean, she got, oh man, she was in good shape. She was in good shape, and as a PE teacher, you know, she would every once in a while she would show people like, you know, how to do the right form correctly. You know what I mean? And you know, every once in a while she was spotting with the guys and making sure that, as her job as a spotter, making sure that the bench is put in on the right, put it in correctly. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, so, you know, some PE teachers have that, some teachers don't. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? So, you know, I have a feeling based on these kids' reaction, like this isn't the first rodeo that this teacher has ever cussed out. Mine is this lunch lady I used to have. You know, when, you know, I remember this lunch lady back in elementary school that she used to scream and holler for no apparent reason. She used to blow the whistle really loud and just cuss at kids out for no apparent reason. Not cuss literally like fuck and shit like that, but like, you know, just screaming and hollering and shit. You know, but well, I can't say it for no reason because there were certain parts where it got on her nerves and it was a rightful reason to do that, but I'm not gonna get into that. But anyway, you know, have you ever made that type of mistake before? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, you can do me a solid favor, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, smash that share button. And remember, make sure you keep that notification bell on so that way you don't miss any videos that I upload. Alright guys, well, until next time, peace out. Yeah, let's go.